Welcome to Tennis in No Time, or TNT as we like to call it. Since 1970, our patented TNT program has introduced more than 100,000 players to the game of tennis, and many are still actively participating in our core programs today. This video has been developed to help you understand all the wonderful elements of the program and to answer many of your questions. Each TNT session consists of 90 minutes of on-court tennis development, where you learn the forehand, backhand, volley, lob, serve, and serve and return. You'll also be introduced to the basic tactics of singles and doubles play. Then you'll head off court for 30 minutes in the classroom, where we cover rules of the game, etiquette, and scoring for total integration into the culture of tennis. Now you can understand why we learn tennis in no time. If you're not already a member at our club, we want you to feel like one, because the benefits of TNT don't end on the courts. During this 4-week program, you'll have access to all the club amenities and fitness studios. There's no other athletic club that offers a complimentary membership while you learn to play tennis. It's the best of both worlds.
You've successfully registered for TNT, and now it's time to make sure you arrive prepared for your first lesson. Plan to be at the club no less than 15 minutes prior to class so one of our associates can check you in and direct you to your court. You should wear comfortable athletic clothes and tennis shoes. If you're unsure about what to wear, our Pro Shop associates are available to answer any questions you may have. And of course, you'll need a racket, but don't worry, we've got you covered. We'll give you one to use throughout your TNT session, and if you're not ready to put the racket down after your session wraps, we're partnered with Wilson to offer rackets designed with our TNT players in mind specifically. They're available for purchase at a special reduced price. Now it's time to prepare for the actual lesson and our components of the lesson video. During Tennis in No Time, we strive to provide the best learning environment possible and to make your foray into a new sport seamless. The rackets we'll provide are 2 inches shorter than traditional tennis rackets, which makes them lighter and more maneuverable, allowing for a greater ball control immediately. You'll also learn using 2 different types of balls, the red ball and the orange ball. These lower compression, lighter weight balls slow the speed and lower the bounce, ultimately making it easier to rally and allowing for more meaningful repetitions. During your lessons, you'll be paired with a partner for many of the drills. This play-based approach helps you build the essential skills of sending and receiving the ball to create a solid foundation for playing the game of tennis. You'll also develop a variety of skills and learn basic game situations so you'll feel comfortable becoming a tennis player in no time. Now let's take a closer look at the on-court activities you'll enjoy over the next 4 weeks.
Hey, I'm Coach Tim. I love teaching tennis in no time. The energy the athletes bring to the class, their willingness to learn, and the fun atmosphere they help create makes me excited to teach it week to week to week. I look forward to seeing you there.
All right, so now we're going to start to learn the skills we need to be able to rally back and forth. And we're going to start with something called a self-rally. So I have my racket, and what I'm going to do is grab it, imagining I'm going to be cutting a piece of wood in front of me with the edge of the racket, and I'm going to be putting my racket over my dot with the palm towards the sky. Now I'm going to start to lift that ball and turn sideways to the net, and I'm going to be lifting that ball to about eye height. I'm going to be setting the racket out here so the impact is solid each time. I have a little bit of a follow-through feeling, again, up towards the ceiling, and I'm continuously moving my feet, trying to lift that ball and hit my target. Going up nice and high, moving my feet, a little follow-through feeling. All right, athletes, let's go ahead and get right into it. That's a little bit higher there, Annie, okay? Good. Well done. I like how you're moving your feet. A little bit higher, Amy. That's it. That's it. Good lifting action. All right, athletes, really good job. Let's trap those balls. Now we're going to get cooperative. So, Amy, you can put your ball up towards the net and come on over here with Annie, okay? And I'm just going to take your spot just for a second, Annie. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same idea, lifting one ball together. So I take a turn, lifting that ball, trying to hit the dot. And then, Amy, you go. You can lift it a little bit higher if you like. So we're working together. We're starting to rally the ball. We're still moving our feet. We're still setting the impact point, and we still have a little bit of a follow-through feeling towards the ceiling, just a little bit. So we're getting that ball to a height that works for us, and that's easy to continue with. All right, Annie, why don't you jump in and take my spot? So we had a little self-rally going over the same dot. Now we're going to start to send the ball a little bit further. So I'm going to move this back, and Annie, come on up here behind the dot if you don't mind. Again, you're going to turn sideways and face the clock, and Amy, I'm going to take your spot just for a second. So now what we're going to do is we're going to rally back and forth trying to hit each other's dots, and the same three components we were working on still apply. We're still going to move our feet, we're still going to have a little bit of a follow-through feeling, and we're still going to make sure that we're setting our impact point in the front and to the side, okay? So now we're going to send the ball back and forth. That's it. Well done, Amy. I like how you're turning sideways. Keep moving your feet. There you go. In front with the impact. Reach out in front of you. There you go. All right, Amy, you ready to jump in? Very nice. No worries. Good feet movement there, Annie. Well done. All right, we've got one more progression here before we move on. Annie, I'm going to grab your dot and plop it over on this side. So Annie, you're going to be here turned sideways behind your dot, okay? And Amy, I'm going to take your spot just for a second. And so now we've got the same idea, but now we're rallying over the net, okay? So we're still going to turn sideways. We're still going to be moving our feet. But now we're going to go rally over the net. Again, aiming it to each other's dots and each other's targets. So set that a little bit more in front. There you go, Amy. Give a little bit of a follow-through feeling, a little bit of a further. That's it. That's better, Annie. I like how you sent that a little bit further. Keep moving your feet there, okay, Amy? Okay, athletes, so we've worked on being consistent, sending the ball back and forth over the net, working to get a lot long rallies going. But the next element we need to work on is putting the ball to different spaces in the court, changing direction on purpose. So we're going to do a drill now where we're going to be practicing where one athlete has the opportunity to send the ball to the right a little bit, receive it, and then change direction and send the ball to the left. Okay? So I've got two athletes on the far side. They're going to be standing behind their dots. We're going to be hitting our forehands that we practiced earlier in the session. And I'm going to be taking turns hitting one shot over there to Amy. She's going to send it back to my dot. And then I'm going to change direction and send it all the way over to my left to Annie. She sends it back to the target right in the middle here. I send it back over to Amy. So I'm getting practice changing direction, sending the ball from right to left and from left to right. Very nice. Okay, Mike, you want to jump in and take some practice there? So we're still moving our feet, athletes, still setting the point of impact that we've been working on. That's it, Mike. I like how you move there to make the ball go where you wanted it to go. Well done. Okay, athletes, so as we found out during that last section of play, there's a lot of times you're going to have to run forward to the net and you don't have time to back up all the way to the baseline. So we need to work on the skill called the volley, and that's taking the ball out of the air when we're closer to the net. It looks like this. Set my racket out here. I'm going to take a step over with the left. Good, nice shot, Amy. I'm going to do that again. Excellent, Amy. Good control there. Okay. So we're working our volley. Annie, jump in. All right. So set the racket so we see. Very nice. Good step there, Annie. Way to be. Here we go. Keep going. Step over. Great volley, Annie. I like how you step with the left foot, but you didn't do very much with the racket. That's a really good fundamental with the volley there. Let's set that racket in front of you again. Step with the left. Excellent. All right, athletes, we're going to do a length of rally warm-up. We're going to start close to the net, get 5 in a row, and progress back as a pair. We're going to start to target bigger swings and have longer follow-through feelings the further we get back in the court. So Amy and I are going to start close right here. We're going to go really nice and small 1. We're going for 5, 2, 3, 4. Really good control, Amy. We got to 5. I hit the dot. Nice job. We grab our dot. We go 1, 2, 3. Big steps back. Then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to have a little bit of a bigger follow through. Thank you, Annie, for the assist. Annie, be free and go. Okay. Very nice. So here we go. We got 1. We got 2. Very nice. Amy, that was a great job of a slightly bigger backswing. 4 and 5. We did it. So we run forward. Nice job. Go what? Blackhawks. 1, 2, 3. dot, and now we're a little bit further back, so now we're going to take a slightly bigger swing to send the ball a further distance. That's okay, I have one. Here we go. Oh, too far on coach's part. That was a great shot. There's 3, 4, and 5. We got to 5. Let's run forward, high five. So let's see that. So we've learned a bunch of skills, but it's really important that we use those skills in an actual play situation. So we're going to demonstrate a game called Olympics. Here it looks like this. All right, here we go, Mike. Good volley, Annie. That's it. Get ready for the next shot. Great get, Mike. That's it. Go, Annie. Oh, Amy, great move. Oh, nice. So we played number 2. That was a great first point. Stacy, here comes a feed for you. Go, Amy, go. Yes, good job with that overhead. I like how you stepped, Annie, on the volley. All right, we got 1 championship point. Annie, you and Amy get to stay here. I'm going to feed it over there to Mike. Great volley. Oh, that's just a touch out. So we go, Stacy, here's number 2 for you. Go, Amy, go. That's just out. Mike and Stacy, you're going to come over here as my new champs. Annie, you and Amy got to go to the far side. 3, 2, 1. Mike and Stacy prepared at the net. Annie, there you go. You and Amy back at the baseline back there. Great forehand, Annie. That's it. Athletes, the 2 most important shots in tennis are the serve and the return. So we need to make sure we're really good at both of those shots. We're going to demonstrate a drill now that's going to help you acquire the skills to do both. Amy's going to serve to Annie, and Annie's going to return it. Great serve, return, Annie. Let's try again. Here you go. That's all right. That's it. You got it. Great serve. Go, 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 Annie. I like how you move your feet. Good try. Let's do one more. That's all right. Serve. Great. Return. Hit it back. That's okay. Annie, you get a turn, so you go ahead and serve to Amy. Amy, you're going to be practicing your return. All right. So Annie, you can come a little bit closer to the line. There you go. Amy's moved back a little bit. Serve, return, go ahead and hit back. And trap it, Amy. Nice, let's do that one more time. Annie prepared to return. Amy's going to serve. Great serve. Return, hit back, and trap. Nice job, team.
The purpose of Tennis in No Time is not just to teach you tennis, it's to teach you to become a tennis player. To achieve this, you'll need essential information that's better served in the classroom than on the court. In the classroom, you'll learn the rules of the game, etiquette, scoring, for total integration into the culture of tennis. We also encourage you to ask questions during this time. During each 30-minute interactive classroom session, we'll provide refreshments while we go over what you just learned on the court, along with a preview with what's going to happen in your next class.
Between your Tennis in No Time classes, you're invited to 2 social events, a cardio tennis party and a tennis mixer. Both are included in your TNT experience. These events are a great way to meet new people with similar skill levels and enhance what you're learning in your classes. At the completion of your Tennis in No Time session, your coach will give you a rating to guide your future participation in various tennis programs, as well as a roadmap for your continued development. You'll be invited to take part in our favorite tennis programs, including our adult instructional program, our drill and play, cardio tennis, tennis teams designed for new players, and monthly tennis socials. Our promise is to inspire you through movement, community, and personal attention. TNT does all of that. We look forward to teaching you the game of tennis of a lifetime. Midtown and tennis, the perfect match.